Hi, everybody. Dr. Sheena Howard here, founder of Power Your Research, an academic branding company where I help tenured professors increase their visibility, authority, and income without the expense of a publicist. And the title of this episode is called What's Required to Reach Your Goals. And this episode is inspired by all of the clients that I've worked with over the last 5 years. So I've done a lot of coaching, one-on-one coaching, monthly group coaching through my Patreon community, and I've had the privilege and opportunity to coach so many different people, so many academics, so many PhDs, so many creatives, so many writers, so many artists, and because I've coached so many people and I've been doing this for years now, there's one big takeaway that I have that I want to share, because I see it over and over and over and over again. And what I share, I think, is going to be inspiring to some people, and it will allow other people to self reflect. A lot of times, coaching is really just about people coming with a specific set of questions and me answering those questions so that they can have the end result. And almost all of the time, the answers require work that needs to be done on the part of the client. It's the reason why you usually don't need multiple coaching sessions, if we're being honest. People's questions are, how do I grow on social media? How do I get my book project out there? How do I get more people to listen to my music? Whatever it is. And I'll give them the work. If you want to grow on social media, pick your platform and start posting 3 times a day, because that's the only way you're going to get good. That's the only way you're going to figure out your 5 pillars that you need to be talking about, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. People at the beginning of their book project, how do I finish my book? The answer is you write a little bit every day until it gets done. I get questions like, how do I get an agent? You pitch and you get hundreds of rejections and you keep going and you do it anyway, even if you don't get an agent, you just keep writing, right? So all of the answers are, here's the work required. And what I've learned in this journey is that the work that you think is required is probably 10 times more than what you're doing. And at some point a client will understand that what they are currently doing isn't working, because they need to do 10 times more than that. And I'd say for a majority of the clients, once they have that realization, I notice that they don't want to do the work required to have the result. And then we have to move into another phase of coaching, which is, please look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself this question. And you need to answer it honestly. Are you are you willing to do the work required to have the result that you say you want? If the answer is no, you need to give up and move on. And I don't view giving up as a bad thing if you're honest with yourself, because giving up on the thing that you're not willing to do the work for will open the door for you to understand what you are willing to do the work for. And so many people enjoy the idea of having something, the idea of what they want, the idea of this vision, and they want to emulate someone else's success, but they don't want to emulate the work required to get there. And it just is a waste of your time. Because what will happen is you'll spend thousands of dollars on coaching products, and you'll say it was the coach, it was the program, but really you did every easy part of the program, but you didn't do the work. You didn't do the things that were going to make you uncomfortable, that were going to require you to put in the reps. And you're doing yourself a disservice, because all you have to do is look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, are you willing to do the work? Because if the answer is yes, you're going to do the work. You're going to do the things that make you uncomfortable to have the result once someone tells you these are the steps. It's the reason why I have people start out with a purpose statement. It's the reason why if someone comes to me and says they only want to do something for the money, I can almost guarantee that you're not going to get up and do the work required when it matters. So if you're listening to this or you're watching this, ask yourself that question and be honest, because when you're honest, you're gonna open the door for something that you are willing to do the work for. So that's the episode for today. It's called What's Required to Reach Your Goals. I hope this helps someone out there. If you want to jump on a one-on-one call with me to talk about building your brand as an academic, I'm working only with tenured professors right now, because those are the people historically over the last 4 or 5 years that are in a position to do the things necessary to build their big brands in their communities and monetize and all that good stuff. Yeah, I hope you have